Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon and today I'm bringing the review for Exit the Game, The Gate Between Worlds. Now, this has been the penultimate Exit game of all the games that have come out, apart from the latest one, the Lord of the Rings one, which should be ordered next month. This is by Cosmos, Inka and Marcus Brandt, and Ralph Querforth. As I mentioned before, his games tend to destroy stuff. These guys, obviously, a massive fan of them as a designer. I've played numerous of the games, including my best ever rated game has been by them too. So what I think of this particular one, this Exit the Game, this medium level of difficulty between novice and expert, considering the fact that the very first game, The Abandoned Cabin, obviously is generally the one that everyone likes to start off with. This is an equal difficulty, although they might have changed that to now be 3.5 in difficulty. Well, there are various puzzles, the classic 2 out of 10 puzzles, and obviously they're all different symbols. So I'll tell you a little bit about the symbols, which keeps it spoiler free. There's one with a plus, and we all thought that was awful. We thought the one with the moon was crazy. The one which has like a hexagon, I quite like that puzzle. I can't recall the detail, but I don't want to spoil it deliberately. But yeah, sometimes a bit of meddling going on. We took 2 hours and 55 to 3 to play this. And ultimately we were left a bit disheartened. We found it very difficult. We didn't need to take too many clues in the end. 2 officially, maybe half a clue for a couple of other ones. But we found that the tertiary nature of the various ways in which these clues were implied did not lend itself to being this level of difficulty. We felt it'd be a lot more than this. Now, I did play an escape room earlier this week as well, and yeah, this has been a little bit underwhelming. Other people haven't liked this one, and it's interesting. My rating, like I said, some of the puzzles are all right, and of course, once you know the answer, there is some logic there, but other people find it a bit abstracted. Obviously, the fact that in this case, you are bouncing between worlds. Some people might get a bit of claustrophobia around that too. So my rating is fairly low. I would say you can play it. It's kind of like a 6 out of 10, which is below average for me. It's still immersive. It's still enjoyable. I still think the player count's generally better around 2, only because only 2 can necessarily look at something at once, or one person's cutting something out. So it does lend itself to a lower player count typically. But aside from that, you may want to check it out if you've played the other ones, and I'm keen to know your thoughts in the comments in YouTube in particular. And if you can, go through the description in case I add any more stuff to this. And aside from that, you can also go through to Linktree. So click through to there. There are occasionally competitions, which are time sensitive. Also, check out Instagram, where there are 2,400 posts. Please follow there. And also on Facebook. And lastly, you can support the channel via Patreon. Well, for now, back to the table.